Welcome back, students. Today we will discuss about the synthesis of chloromycetin. This chloromycetin is also called chlorum phenicol. It is also called chlorum phenicol. That means this chloromycetin contains chloro as well as phenicol group in their structure. Next, it is an antibiotic. It is an antibiotic and it is used in the treatment of plague, cholera and typhoid fever. Next, that means the chloromycetin is also called protein synthesis inhibitor. So here first I will write the structure of chloromycetin. So it is very useful in synthesis. If we know the structure, then we come to know which component or which molecule we have to add in the synthesis. So as the name indicates, it contains the chlorine in its structure, and as amphenicol, if you see, the nitro group is also present and amine group is also present, and it can be written as CHOH, CH, CH2, OH, and this side NH, CO, CH, Cl2. See, chloromycetin, it contains chloro and mycetin contains the nitro and hydroxyl group as well as amino group. Now we will see the synthesis of chloromycetin is synthesized from para-nitroacetophenone. It is synthesized from para-nitroacetophenone. So this is our para-nitroacetophenone. So this is nitro group at para position, and this is our phenyl, and this is acid pack. So first we have to do the halogenation of this molecule, and the halogenation we are using here bromine, or it is also called as bromination. Whenever halogenation takes place, it will replaces one of these hydrogens by halogen atom, and the remaining one more hydrogen atom is combined with this one of the hydrogens, and it is eliminated as HBr. So the product is, so at para position nitro group is there, then later CO is as it is. Here the one of the hydrogen has get reacted or bind with the bromine, and it is eliminated as hydrogen bromide, and the remaining is CH2Br, and this molecule is called alpha bromo para-nitroacetophenone. This is the alpha carbon, that is the carbon which is attached to carbonyl carbon. So this is alpha bromo para-nitroacetophenone. Now we have to introduce one amine group here. So for that we are going to do the hexamination, or it is we are going to use the intermediate or reagent called hexamethyl CH2 hexamethyl tetraamine, and this hexamine reaction takes place in presence of hydrochloric acid and ethanol, C2H5OH. and this reaction introduce a amino group in this compound. So I will write the product here. So there is no disturbance in first part. The whatever maybe the changes are going to take place are only at this carbon only. So I am writing the structure here. So there is no disturbance here also. So this CH2, that Br is gets replaced by the NH2. So later, and this compound is called alpha amino para nitro acetophenone. So better we can use the product as intermediate 1 and this is product intermediate 2. So next, what we have to do? Here we have to introduce one amide group. So for that we will do the acetylation. So best process to introduce the COCH3 group is acetylation. For that we are using acetic anhydride CH3CO twice O. So we can also write it as CH3CO O CO CH3. So this acetic anhydride will react with the intermediate product. So what are the changes are occurred here? You just see here initially one of these hydrogens. So better I will write this one as NH. This hydrogen will give its electrons to the nitrogen, and this nitrogen with its lone pair of electrons which will attack the one of the carbonyl carbon. So as a result this bond will break and already one hydrogen has given its electron towards the nitrogen. So it is now free as H plus and it will bind with this acetate part. So it becomes CH3COOH. That means the acetic acid is removed as a byproduct here. So remaining compound that we have, I will write here. So that is so NO2 as it is, there is no changes, para nitro group, and here CO, this is CH2, and the remaining part, this is NH CO CH3. So only this part has attached to the amine group. So this intermediate product we will mention it as intermediate product 3. So this is intermediate 3. It is named as alpha acetamido para nitro acetophenone. So at alpha position what is there? That is acetamide group is there. So it is alpha acetamido para nitro acetophenone. But if you see the structure, in that we have one alcohol at this carbon. So now we will introduce one alcoholic group here. So it is possible by using the formaldehyde HCHO. So here this reaction takes place in presence of sodium carbonate Na2CO3. Now what happens? In this position CH2 are there and one of these hydrogen will get replaced or eliminated. So it is giving its electron towards the carbon, and obviously that carbon will attacks that aldehyde group. So it is, we can write simply this is as CH2OH. So simply I will write here, this is HCOH. This is our formaldehyde. So what the reaction? This is our hydrogen and it will give its electron to the carbon. So this carbon now it will attack this carbonyl carbon and this pi bond will break and the electrons will move towards the oxygen. Here our hydrogen is there which is carrying the positive charge, and now this oxygen is carrying the negative charge, and this hydrogen is now coming and it will binds this oxygen and this becomes CH2 OH. Okay, so this is the molecule what we will get later. So I am writing here. So first part as it is, there is no changes. This is NO2. So I will write here. I have made changes here only. So this is the part CO and this is CH and this here, so this is CH, and at one side it contains CH2 OH and here NH CO CH3, and this compound is known as alpha acetamido beta hydroxy para nitro propiophenol. See here, now 3 carbons are there. So this is the first carbon which is called alpha and this is the second carbon which is called beta. At alpha position acetamide group is there and at beta position hydroxyl group is there. So the intermediate 4 is called alpha acetamido beta hydroxy para nitro propiophenol. So we will move towards next step. So later at this first carbon we need alcoholic group, and we can introduce the alcoholic group by simple reduction process. So this reduction takes place in presence of aluminium isopropoxide. This takes place in presence of aluminium isopropoxide in isopropyl alcohol. So what it will do? It will reduces this ketonic group and it will converts that ketonic group into alcoholic. So the structure is here. So we get the compound. This is NO2 and this during reduction the ketonic group has converted into alcoholic. So I will write it as CH OH and the rest of the part is same, CH CH2 OH and NH CO CH3. So later here we need to introduce the chloro group, but we have COCH3, so directly we can't add the chlorine here. So first we will remove this COCH3 and for that we will do the hydrolysis, and the hydrolysis takes place in presence of hydrochloric acid. During hydrolysis the bond between this nitrogen and carbon breaks and it will lead to the formation or elimination of the acid chloride, that is ClCOCH3. So here the Cl will attach this carbonyl carbon and the nitrogen will attach this hydrogen. So it will form the one more intermediate product, so that is NO2 and this side CH OH CH CH2 OH, and here we will get. Now we have to introduce the acid chloride in this position. So for that we are using Cl2 CHCO CH3, that is dichloroacetic acid. During this reaction, see this part, that is CHCOCl, this part will attaches to this amine group. So here the two parts are there. So I will write, this is Cl2 CHCO OCH3, dichloroacetic acid. Now this amine will attach this carbonyl carbon. So as it binds with this nitrogen, the bond between CO, this will breaks and this will forms the methoxide. So that methoxide will binds with one of the hydrogens from this amino group and it is eliminated as CH3OH. And now we will move towards our final product, that is NO2 this side, and this is CHOH, CH2OH, and here NH, CO, CH, Cl2. This is nothing but our chloromycete. The synthesis is somewhat lengthy, but it is easy. I will briefly explain once again. Initially, nitroacetophenol is undergo the halogenation with bromine and it will leads to the formation of the intermediate product 1. And the process is carried out with the elimination of hydrogen bromide. Then later, at this position, we need to introduce the amine group. So for that, we have undergo the hexamine reaction, and that hexamine reaction takes place in presence of hexamethyl tetraamino group, and the reaction is carried out in the hydrochloric acid and alcohol, ethanol. So it leads to the formation of the second product, that is alpha amino para-nitroacetophenol. Now we need to introduce acid amide group here. So for that we undergo the acetylation, and it takes place in presence of acetic anhydride, and this reaction leads to the formation of third intermediate product, and it is carried out with the elimination of acetic acid as a byproduct. Then later at this carbon position we need one alcoholic group. So for that we are using the formaldehyde reagent. So by using this formaldehyde reagent in presence of sodium carbonate, it will introduce one alcoholic group at alpha carbon. So, and once again at this carbonyl carbon we required one alcoholic group. So for that we have to reduce this compound or reduce this ketonic group, and that can be done in presence of aluminium isopropoxide in isopropyl alcohol. Here we will get one more intermediate product, that is 5. And now in this acid amide we require the chloro group, but we can't directly add the chloro group. So first we do the hydrolysis, and we have introduced here the amino group. So during hydrolysis the bond between nitrogen and carbon get broke. That product is one byproduct has removed here, that is eliminated, that is chloro acid. Then later once again we get the here amine. So but actually in product we want the COCHCl2. For that we are using dichloroacetic acid here. So after that reaction we will get our final product.